Hello, I'm Stephanie Zyzak. I play the violin and I'm based in New York.
Hi, this is Evren Ozel. I'm a pianist and I'm currently based in Boston, Massachusetts.
Hello, my name is Jordan Bak. I play the viola, and when I'm not traveling and playing concerts, I am based in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, where I am currently, where I serve as professor of viola at University of North Carolina School of the Arts.
What makes Marlboro so special, to me at least, is the people there. The peers that I have built relationships with, the mentors that I've found there, and the staff and all the families who really help make Marlboro become a home away from home. For those 7 weeks that you're there in the summer, it really feels like a home and a safe place to experiment and really try and solve so many musical mysteries that fester in my mind all year long.
Marlboro has shaped me in many ways, both as a musician and as a person. I think there are so many wonderful and special things about Marlboro that I love. But one thing in particular that I take with me throughout my life, or at least I hope so, is this commitment to serving music. I think that idea is reflected in everything Marlboro does and lives within the campus and within the people, and it's something that I hope I live by as well.
You know, one of the most exciting musical aspects about a place like Marlboro is not only the opportunity to meet other wonderful young artists from all over the world, but also the opportunity to rehearse with and play with and talk about music on a very deep level with some of my greatest mentors, many of whom have been at the Marlboro Music Festival for many, many years and have had so many different experiences playing and also listening to concerts at Marlboro and rehearsals even. And to be able to have the time to do just that. You know, as I get older, my relationship deepens with time, and having nearly an entire summer to dive deep and really, really, really deep into the meaning of a particular piece by a particular composer, and to discover that with truly, truly meaningful people is a gift that these days as a performing artist really is a rarity.
So I went to school at New England Conservatory, and Music for Food is such a pillar of the community.
I've been a student at New England Conservatory of Music in Boston for almost 10 years now, and it's here at NEC that I first found out about Music for Food.
Being that I was once a student in Boston at New England Conservatory, Music for Food is and will always be a familiar name to me.
It's an incredible organization run by Kim Kashkashian, and it highlights a huge problem that we face in the United States, which is food insecurity. Sometimes it's hard to know how we can help, and Music for Food is a way in which we can come together for an evening of music, donate, and help in any little way that we can.
During the pandemic, I remember recording some chamber music with some of my colleagues that we then presented to the Women's Lunch Place downtown near Boston Common, which provides hot meals and other living necessities for people without a home. And it's a very special organization, and so I feel very privileged that I've been able to be involved with Music for Food.
There's always a moment in music for food concerts where someone comes up and shares how much was donated that evening and how many meals that will provide. And I've been to many music for food concerts, and every time that number surprises me. And it just goes to show how much every little thing really counts. So I would encourage you to go to their website if you're interested in getting involved with this organization or simply donating to a great cause.
This upcoming Music for Food performance will be my very first on this Marlboro tour. We're going to be at New England Conservatory, returning to my alma mater on February 18th, 2024 at 7 in Williams Hall. And all proceeds from this performance are going to be going to the Women's Lunch Place in Boston. So the usual process for a Musicians of Marlboro tour is actually really interesting, but it happens very organically from the various groups that get together at the Marlboro Music Festival. So let's say that we have a group, this particular group working on this particular piece of music has been rehearsing for however long it takes. And let's say that this piece gets programmed, goes really well, and that group ends up getting being put on a tour, one of the various groups within the Musicians of Marlboro tours. And so once that's all set, we get our schedules together. We block off a period of 2 weeks. Usually Marlboro tours, we are together as a cohort for about 2 weeks. And it's one of the most exciting periods. We all fly from different parts of the world. And we get together in Philadelphia, and we stay in Philadelphia. We rehearse there for a week.
On the upcoming Musicians for Marlboro tour, I will be playing in Antonin Dvorak's Dumki Trio, a piano trio in 6 movements, where each movement is a dumka, which is a kind of piece that has 2 contrasting sections. So some of the music in each movement is very, very lyrical, and some of it is more exciting and dance-like and vibrant. And it's a piece chock full of insanely beautiful melodies and really impressive dialogue between the 3 different instruments. This is a piece that myself and Anna Göckel on violin and Christoph Richter on cello, we worked on this piece during the 2022 summer at Marlboro for probably about 3 or 4 weeks. And it was a really exciting adventure working on it with the 2 of them. It's a piece that has a lot of challenges in terms of playing together and really uniting over the same musical ideas. I think we hashed everything out during that time period in the summer, but hopefully we'll bring it back in a short time. And I'm really excited that we're going to be bringing that piece to the 7 different cities that we're going to on the Marlboro tour.
So the piece that I'll be playing on this Marlboro tour, Group 3, is Verklärte by Arnold Schoenberg. And my last summer that I was at Marlboro, I remember hearing an informal performance involving one of my teachers, Samuel Rhodes, playing viola 1. And what struck me about it was the particular interpretation that group decided to go with and rehearse and to work out. It was so organic, the natural thread of the particular piece and the dialogues that happen between so many of the different voices. And it's a piece that has grown on me. I've, as a return to the piece on both parts. But is really captivating, and it pulls you in so many different directions, but is one of the most beautiful and has become now one of the most quintessential string sextets. And I'm also very, very lucky to be able to be joining another one of my teachers, Sinyun Huang, from my time at Juilliard, actually. And to be able to be one of the inner voices in a piece like Schoenberg's For Krebs and Knox, I think it offers such an important and a unique perspective of hearing the piece really from the inside out, hearing the various themes in the piece, and also all of these other different textures and voices that are, going about and offering different textures and nuances and sounds, etc., etc. But it's a really amazing piece of music. I remember falling in love with it the first time I studied it, and it's just an incredible piece to come back to, and I'm so excited to be an artist on this Marlboro tour group to share it with all of you.
One of the pieces on tonight's program that I'd like to talk a little bit about is the Webern's Six Bagatelles. We worked on this piece and performed it at Marlboro in the summer of 2022, and now we get to come back to it 2 years later, or I guess a year and a half later, and live with it again, which is fantastic. The Webern is an amazing piece. There are 6 movements, or bagatelles, but don't let the title fool you. The entire work itself is less than 5 minutes in length, so each movement is incredibly short, and it sort of reminds me of haikus, each one of them. They are very short, but very detailed. We spent a lot of time, sometimes on just half a bar, single bars or half a bar, trying to work out every detail, every gesture, because in some ways, the shorter something is, the more intense and the more detailed everything seems to be. So it's an incredible experience. Oftentimes you find yourself thinking back at what just happened, because it happened so fast. It sort of leaves as quickly as it comes, and the movements themselves are sort of, in my mind at least, they represent these recaptured memories, and it's an incredible experience to get to play and to get to listen to. So I hope you enjoy it as much as we do, and we're looking forward to seeing you very soon.